I've openly said that I did get into something for about 4 months. I was with someone, which is now finished, and I'm now in a place where now I'm kind of staying away from dating. I think then I was more kind of interested in dating because I had nothing else to do. Whereas now I'm just like, oh no, I've not got time for that. Other than yesterday, I was up every day at 5 AM for 2 weeks and then getting to bed at like 3 AM. So it's pretty hectic. And I was making a joke with Gareth the other day. I was like, God, imagine like trying to maintain a relationship like with these schedules is just impossible. It's insane. So yeah, really busy, but I'm not complaining in the slightest. Me and N-Dubz have like always been close. Dappy's my cousin, so like people forget that like when they're like, oh, have you spoken to Dappy? I can't really get away from him. Like, you know, if I go around my nan's house, you know, Dappy's there, so Dappy will never go anywhere. Fazer, obviously, I saw a little bit less of at times, but it's never been a thing where like we stopped talking or like got distant. The bond that N-Dubz have is undescribable. Unless you're in it or you've seen it firsthand, you can't, no one will get it unless they've, you know, lived with it, or, you know, whether you've been a dancer on tour with us to just a family member or a friend. Unless you see it firsthand, you won't understand it. So the N-Dubz bond will never go anywhere. Like, it will always be like the three of us will always have this very special, intense relationship where we could not see each other for a year, and when we see each other it's like we were only together yesterday. So, you know, the tattoo's there, it's not going anywhere. And so when I got into the studio with Fazer, it was just literally like being back in N-Dubz, and there's no awkwardness, there's no like, it's just like, hey, what's up, Faze, let's make a hit, and it just happens like that. I wouldn't say it was the overall N-Dubz bond as to why we got together. Obviously, me and Fazer had a slightly kind of separate bond, but yeah, it was a childhood sweetheart thing. I think everyone has their childhood sweetheart, and Fazer was mine and will always be my childhood sweetheart.